Well, this microcosm of bullshit here, all these tangles of wires or whatever, this is my mad scientist creation of trying to make, I guess you could call it a test platform where I can build it, break it, screw up the repair twice, and then get it done right once. Kind of like what I do with the Jeeps. So, since I'm failing the network portion of the Security Plus exam for the cybersecurity certification, like I said, I've watched about a million videos on that, like networking. I've watched about, read about a million different articles on books, stuff like that for the networking portion, but it's just none of it's really sticking. And that's what I'm failing on the tests is the networking portion. So what I'm trying to build here is a system that basically a computer that I can run a virtual computer inside of it, to where if I screw up that virtual computer, it's just software. It's a computer that doesn't even technically exist. So this VM or this virtual machine or this computer, this fake computer, is running strictly in software that my computer is running. So it's like a computer running inside of a computer. So that way, if I screw up and I break something or I don't do it right or I completely crash it or fry it, I just close out the program, and that closes out the virtual computer, and then I just restart over, figure out what I did wrong, rebuild it, and then try again. Previously, what I had done, and this is why I'm going to have to start doing that virtual computer, I tried doing a lot of stuff with this, and I just nuked this the other day. I thought I'd completely destroyed our computer. Nikki was pissed at me. So, but in order to run this computer with a virtual VR or VM, virtual machine inside of it, or a virtual computer inside of it, in order for me to do it the safe way like that, I needed extra monitors. Now, I bought a bunch of cheap monitors a few years ago from a little local computer store. They were used computers. They were old as crap. They were already partially broken, but they did function as a display. They worked for a while, and then, like I said, they were used. They were already older than dirt, so they bit the dust. In fact, actually, this one here just bit the dust, and that goes for the security system. So now I've got the security system wired up to the big TV over there for temporary purposes. Nikki doesn't like that one very much, but so yeah, this screen just bit the dust. So what I've tried to do here is take my last two remaining screens, and both of these are used screens. They were the used old ones that I got at the old computer store. So, and I've got these rigged up, stacked up on top of each other, to where I can run one screen, which is a network and like a security screen. So I can see all the traffic coming in through the internet from our Wi-Fi server up there for the satellite internet. So one screen can run the networking portion. Another screen can run my computer, my actual computer, but I need a third screen to run the virtual computer, the virtual machine, the computer that I'm running inside of my computer, to where if I screw up and it blows up the imaginary computer that's running inside of my computer. It doesn't blow up my actual computer. So in order to do this VM thing, the virtual machine, I needed to get a third monitor, which I was going to use that. I was going to borrow it from the security system, but that monitor just took a dump the other week. So, and that's why I was doing this with two screens instead of three, and that's when I ended up nuking that on accident. So I've got that one completely reinstalled, got Windows rebooted and everything like that, saved all our data, but I did have to go buy a third monitor. I'm about to install that one. So this one can run my actual computer, and I can see everything that it's doing, make sure that it's safe. This one can run the network, so I can see all the traffic coming in from our satellite internet. And then this one can run the virtual computer, the computer inside of the computer. So satellite internet, our actual computer, making sure that it's safe, making sure the network's safe, and then the virtual computer right there. And if it blows up, cool. At least I get a crash report. I know what I did wrong, and then I can go back in, reload the program, and worst case scenario, I just lost a little bit of data on a computer that didn't even exist in reality anyway. So that's what I'm doing here. Long story short, that messaging program that I sent you, I don't know a whole lot about it yet, but we may look into that because it is decentralized. What's the term I'm looking for? It's a non-siloed communications platform. So, you have like a big grain silo. Well, basically you have all your grain in one spot right there in that big silo on the farm. Well, Messenger is a siloed communication platform. All its data that you send back and forth in your messages, all your data is stored in one central location at Facebook. Apple Text is the same way. So that program I sent you, you basically create a server and it is decentralized. So instead of using Facebook's server, each person has their own server. So I'd have my server, you have your server, and I think it's like a virtual server too. So it's not like a real hardware thing. It's kind of like a VM machine, like what we're doing here. Don't quote me on that because I'm still learning. But anyway, it's from my server sending a message to your server, receiving the message, and it pings to a whole bunch of different, I guess you could say, proxies in between. So it's very decentralized, and the company itself doesn't really even know where the message came from, where the message went, like its path, and then where the message ended up. So it's very, very decentralized. And I don't think it requires a physical server. I think you build a software server, like a virtual server, and that just runs inside of their program, which is the app on your phone. So it's a very, very, seems like a very safe way of communication, very decentralized, and all that virtual stuff just runs right there in their app on your phone. So you don't even have to have like extra monitors or actual real servers or any of that stuff. But anywho, so dealing with all this here, that's how I found out about that messaging app. So look into that and tell me if that's something that you all would be interested in. And wish me luck on all this. But the good news is that now I bought the cheapest monitor that they had in town. Hopefully now with a third monitor, I can keep our actual computer safe and not blow it up. I can just blow up the virtual computer as many times as I want to. So then I can make sure our network is safe, computer is safe, and then the virtual computer, who cares about that? Just close program, reload program. But wish me luck. Hopefully with this, I can actually pass the networking portion of the Security Plus exam, which has been kicking my ass for well over a year now. And I can get that CompTIA Security Plus certification.